Well, how are we doing out there? I hope you're all spot on, and today I'm going to do something different. Well, I'm not going to do something really different, but I'm going to go to a fish and chip shop, and it's a Backstreet fish and chip shop in Barrow-in-Furness. I've been there many moons ago, and they do big portions apparently, or they did at the time. I'm talking 20 years ago now, so it might have changed. So the plan is, I was going to strap you to my windscreen, but it's red hot. And I've noticed when I do that, my camera doesn't like the heat and switches off. So the next probably clip you'll see is at the chip shop. So come with me for the ride. So I hope you can see me okay. The fish and chip shop's just up this back street. Up the back street round the corner. I just lived many moons ago, about 25 years ago. I just lived round there. Long time ago. So yeah, looking forward to these. I can smell them now, fish and chips. Just have to watch that there, down there. Little dog, dog's had his way. Right, I'll bring you back in a bit. Here they are. I got fish and chips. She said, do you want large or just medium? I said, just medium please. And I got mushy peas, and I got a can of pop, and it was £8.30. So I'm going to get into them now. I'll bring you back in a second. So there's the fish and chip shop there, and I just come from round that back street there, and it's on this on this street here. And there it is. Right, I'm going to get into these now. So here they are. They just come as they were. I didn't ask for any sort of special requirements. She just wrapped them up for us. It's cod. I did ask. Yeah, it's a medium size. Cod and chips and peas. And I got a can of a diet a drink. Can of Diet Coke. She laughed at me, the woman. I said, can I have a can of pop? She says, yeah, what would you like? I said, oh, I'll have a... Got anything diet? And I started laughing, and she just sort of laughed at me. And I've come prepared as well, because I've got a knife and fork. So this is literally around the corner from where I used to live. Never used to... I'm talking 25 years ago, and I do believe it has changed hands since, so we'll see what it's like. Right, I'm going to cut the fish. Quite thick batter, and yeah, it was pretty much the fish. It wasn't sort of made to order. There was quite a lot of fish in the sort of the heating up area. So, but it did look like it had just come out of the fryer. And I suppose if I'd have asked for a large one, they'd have put one in for me. That batter is very thick, but it's tasty. They are quite greasy, but I don't mind them greasy. And the chips, I had salt and vinegar on them. Well, loads of salt and vinegar on them, because the fish has been sat on the chips. All the grease from the batter is soaked into the chips. I don't mind that. That's tasty. Peas are very watery, very watery. Let's see what these are all about. Very sort of, not very green. I mean, they're green, but they're not like, you know, really green. Very watery. Need seasoning. They definitely need a bit of salt in there. For me, a little bit of sugar. Give them a bit of sweetness. Very hot as well. So let's have a look at the chips. There's the chips. Chips are okay. They're not done in beef dripping like you do in Yorkshire. I get loads of comments on my channel. Yorkshire fish and chips are the best. I have had Yorkshire fish and chips and they taste really good. Whatever they do them in. Is it beef dripping? So good. Them chips are quite soggy, but they're well seasoned with salt and vinegar. And the main thing is they're tasty, and that's all that matters. So let's get into more fish. There's the fish. Oh, I hope I've edited that all right. Yeah, I mean, £8.30, this is more sort of the prices you expect to pay. Not a massive portion by any means, but it's a cod. She said it was a cod, and it's all tasty. Peas are a little bit disappointing. And me can of Coke, the only diet one they had was that one. And it is cold as well. She got it out of the fridge. Because they were wrapped up as well, it's gone, the batter has gone, it's not crispy. They sort of cook, don't they? And to be fair, she didn't ask them if you want them opened or closed. So that was probably my fault. And for £8.30, I mean, that was fish, chips, mushy peas and a can of pop. So the fish and chips will probably can of pop's £1, isn't it? And peas are probably £1. So you're looking about £6.30 for fish and chips. If you like this kind of video, give it a thumbs up, maybe consider subscribing to the channel. I know that when it opened at 11:30, it's one of them chippies that was only open for a couple of days a week, or it used to be, and there was always queues. There was no queue today, and it opens at 11:30, and I was in there about 10 to 12. There was no one in when I went in. Normally at 11:30 years ago there used to be queues all around to get in, and I don't know, don't quote me on this. If you are from Barrow, please let me know if it has changed hands in the last 25 years. I would imagine it has done. Because I remember the portions were absolutely massive. Right, it must have been just cooked fresh because it's absolutely red hot. It really is. There's no skin on the fish, and I haven't come across any bones. So yeah, there it is. It's really nice. Plenty of fish in there. It's good. Tasty. That's all you need. That's all you want, innit? Tasty. You don't want. The last thing you want is get fish and chips, and there's just no taste to them. It's just, that's the worst thing in the world. Absolute worst thing in the world. And I'm enjoying these, so. It's not bad. Next time I think I'll get a large, and I'll get them in a tray open, because they've gone all a bit soggy. So that's when you need some sort of like bit of a, when I do these out and about, I do the bit of a backup, like, because it's you've got your selfie stick, your mobile phone, and then you've got your fish and chips in one hand, and you're trying to get a thumbnail in a back street, and then I had to sort of fill my pockets out and stuff. It was just sort of balancing act. Right, I'm going to get off, but these are all right. Oh, that was salty. Very nice indeed. If I do come across any nasty, I've eaten half the fish. If I do come across any nasty bits, I will let you know in the description. Sorry about that. Someone pulled up playing music, and I don't want to get done for copyright. So, what was I saying? Yeah, if you're, you know, thanks for watching. If you've watched all the video, I do appreciate it. Like I say, I'll put a link in the description for my other sort of fish and chip videos, and I do plan on getting up the Lake District again in the coming upcoming future. Right, I'm gonna enjoy these now without having to talk about them. So take care, all the best, and I'll catch you on the next one. Come and see what I've got left. There we go, have a look at that.